Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion, located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street, in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com. It's everything you never needed to know. This is Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
In South Korea, if you write someone's name in red ink, what happens?
How fast does the Earth move on its axis? Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy, and this week we scour the internet to find out these useless tidbits just for you.
Plus, we'll answer your questions in the mailbag segment. How about this? One of our listeners is related to a great inventor. And in the news, a man dressed in a red lace bra was accused of hiding his gun. Where?
Totally useless information. It's everything you never needed to know.
Welcome back, and hey, here's the most popular jingle of all time.
Einstein was a moron. Newton was a jerk. E equals nothing. It's science, science, science.
Of all the 95 countries around the world, they've all said the same thing. 95 countries around the world that listen to our show, they love that jingle. They love it.
I know. It's just a catchy jingle. It's like it's like the Coca-Cola jingle.
Yeah, earworm.
The science jingle on Totally Useless Information.
And you did that. That's one of our first jingles when we started.
I did it, Nick. I did it.
He did it. Because we said, let's talk about science. He goes, all right. And then he takes his trusty little keyboard and he sat in the corner, which he often does, and he came up with that jingle.
And in 8 seconds.
Yes. Roy's best work is always 8 seconds. You notice that? That's what we understand. So listen.
The best 8 seconds of our life, Nick.
Exactly. Well, you've doubled your pleasure. Anyway, so so we've all shuffled decks, right? Some of us don't.
Oh, you're a deck shuffler.
Some of us play with a full deck. Some of us don't. But those of you
Nick plays with his, I'll tell you that.
Those of you who do play with a full deck, meaning 52 cards, a proper shuffle of 52 card deck creates an order that almost certainly never existed before and likely will never again because of the astronomical number of possible permutations. So the scale of 52.
Ooh, Nick said permutations.
That's right. When you shuffle these cards, the reason why it's an astronomical permutation is because the 52 factorial equals approximately 8.066 times 10 to the 67th power, meaning 8 followed by 67 zeros. This number is so immense that if every person on Earth had shuffled cards every second since the Big Bang, to show, we would still be nowhere near exploring all the possible orders, making any specific order incredibly unique.
That's what Nick called his first sexual encounter at age 45, the Big Bang.
The Big Bang. It was a Big Bang, and it was a theory. The Big Bang was a theory, 100%.
Fantasy more than a theory.
Exactly.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
I like this one.
Okay.
The brain consists of approximately 86 billion neurons. Now, that's astronomical in itself.
It is.
86 billion neurons. Each neuron performs thousands of connections at a time. So you would need, get ready for this one. This is how complex the brain is. You need a supercomputer just to calculate the amount of connections that the billions of neurons are making in your brain. That's how astronomical the number is.
It is astronomical.
So all these AI and supercomputers and stuff like that, wake up, folks.
Yeah.
Our brain works at like 1 billion times faster.
It does. And those who are missing some, what do you call them, neurons?
See? He doesn't even remember that.
Yes. So those who are missing some neurons or morons. That's what we got out of that.
They're just on.
Well,
they're on in general.
Let's stay with the brain then. The human brain is composed of 73% water, which is a high percentage that underscores the importance of hydration for optimal brain function. And even mild dehydration, as little as 2%, can impair attention,
Yep.
Hang on. I lost my thought. Wait a minute.
You have a sip of water.
Hang
Nick.
on 1 second. Let me take a sip of water. Hang on. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yes. It can impair attention, memory, and cognitive skills, affecting.
That didn't sound like water. That that sounded more like a scotch and soda.
No. We don't drink on our show. No. Like I told my doctor, I drink now and again.
No, we don't drink on our show, but we drink in general.
I told when my doctor asked
we drink
me
before it.
No, we don't. Come on, don't give people the wrong impression. We already have problems with the impressions we leave with people. So my doctor recently asked me if I drink, and I said now and again. Little does he know I meant now and then again and again and again. So one last thing about that. So water is essential for transporting nutrients, regulating temperature, and facilitating chemical reactions in the brain. 73% of water.
At negative 273.15 Celsius, okay, that's considered absolute zero.
Absolutely.
By scientists.
Right.
At negative 273.15 Celsius, all atomic motion stops. Now, that is a theory because scientists they've gotten close, but they have never actually gotten to 273.15 Celsius.
Really?
So, but they believe that all atomic motion stops.
Ah, okay.
Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. Now, at what point, because we have Celsius up here and you have Fahrenheit down in the States, of course.
Yes.
Do you know, there is a point at which, so for example, 0 Celsius is 32 degrees. Fahrenheit and Celsius, they're so different. But at one point, they're numerically the same at minus 40 degrees Celsius is minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah, because you guys go backwards then.
Yeah, well,
right?
but
so
here's
it kind of matches up.
See, it's so cold they have
It's
to...
math. It's math.
It
Nick.
is math. This is science here on Total Uses Information with Nick and Roy. So at that point, at minus 40 degrees, it's so cold, the Celsius and Fahrenheit have to bundle together for body heat.
For those of you that care, please email us.
All right. Okay, here's my teaser. How fast does the Earth travel on its axis? 1,000 miles per hour.
Ooh, so we're moving at 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, every 24 hours in a day. Of course, the Earth makes a rotation. At the Earth's equator, the speed of the Earth's spin is about 1,000. At the equator, is 1,000 miles per hour, or 1,600 kilometers per hour in Canadian terms.
Wow, 1,000 miles per hour. That's pretty damn fast. But it's so large. It's so large.
Exactly. That's why. So this day, well, just like us, our middles are large. as we age, because the Earth has bulges in the middle, so to speak.
I tried to explain to my wife as we take a walk and she's ahead of me. I say, I'm actually walking faster than you, but I'm just larger.
Right, exactly. The day-night spin has carried you around under the Earth and under the sun and the stars every day.
You're still going on, Nick?
Yes, exactly. But you don't feel the Earth spin, like you don't feel the Earth move. It's tumbling down.
Unless we have a couple of drinks before the show. And then everything begins to spin.
Right. Why is this room spinning at 1,000 miles per hour?
Nick, light travels.
Yes.
Is 299,792.458 meters per second.
Mm-hmm.
I broke it down to meters. See that?
Yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for translating.
If you were to go 1 meter faster, you would disappear.
Really?
You would be a black hole.
Would you call me?
But listen to this now. If you go faster than the speed of light, light will actually gobble itself up, which is a black hole.
Right. Okay. There you have it.
So possibly things in the black hole are traveling faster than the speed of light. It's confusing, Nick. I think we need to smoke a joint in order to discuss this.
No, we don't. We do not participate in any of that.
Why not? What the hell?
Because then the show will sound like this. Pencil me in. Our human body contains 16.18% carbon, which is the same element as graphite, which are used in pencil tips. So on average, 12 kilograms of carbon can be used to make 9,000 pencil tips.
Quantum entanglement. See, that's one of our jobs here on the show, folks, is to teach you all these things, but make them easy.
Right.
Okay? So quantum entanglement was Einstein. Einstein said that if two particles entangle themselves together,
Right.
if you go to measure those particles, by measuring one, you will have changed the length and distance of the other. So it's impossible, technically, to measure two particles that are entangled, or you have to use a sophisticated math in order to figure out what the changes are each time you measure.
Yeah.
Make it simple. You know when you have a shoelace and one lace is longer than the other when you go to tie it?
Yes, it's annoying.
Okay, it's annoying, right? So what do? You pull up the other laces and you kind of pull that lace till it matches up. But when you realize you pulled it a little bit, the other one got a lot shorter. So it's the same principle. You have to take your time in order to get the laces just perfect. I was thinking last night, how can I make an analogy to figure that out?
We can all,
That's it.
It's all happened to us.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy continues. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Thanks for joining us here on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Hey, guess what? You go to our website, nickandroy.com, and you go to the Nick and Roy store, and Roy, tell them why they need to go to the Nick and Roy store.
You go to the Nick and Roy store because of the birthday message.
That's right.
And this is well, first off, you go to Nick and Roy store because it's cool.
Yeah.
But there's a thing called a birthday message. There's a sample on there. Hit it. I'm going to tell you right now, you will be the biggest superstar if you get somebody a birthday message. It's a little mini, totally useless show that we do for that person for their birthday. Trust me, we have email after email after email testimonial telling us it's the greatest gift they've ever gotten. You look like a superstar. People go nuts for this, Nick.
They do. nickandroy.com.
This is Totally Useless Vehicle Information with Nick, Meet, and Roy. Vroom, vroom.
All right, vroom, vroom, take it away.
The cost of ownership of a car in the U.S., not counting the loan, gas, or insurance.
Yeah.
This is the cost of owning a car. $90 per month.
Wow.
Think about that.
Yeah.
So it's like $1,000 a year for oil change, maintenance, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the average. So if you have a $400 car payment, you actually have a $500 car payment.
Wow.
And that's not counting insurance or gas.
So what you tell me is I have to change the oil, like I just can't let it run down where black smoke comes out of my tailpipe?
Well, you can, Nick. No, I suggest you do that.
I see.
That's how I know you're coming.
Right. That's true. Plus, it's also an indication.
It's like, honey, shut the lights and close the door.
That's right.
See smoke.
See smoke. Black smoke, of course, indicates the fact that they have not voted a new pope. So my next fact is this: where is it? Do you know where it is?
I think I do.
So did you know? And we've done this on the show before, and there's a reason why I'm doing this. So. Did you know there's a small arrow or a similar type of indicator on your gas gauge to identify which side of the car the fuel door is located? Adding this indicator to the instrument panel was first suggested in 1986 by a senior interior designer named James Moylan at the Ford Motor Company in Michigan. Now, one of our listeners happens to be related to this guy, and so she sent me an email. So in the mailbag, we'll talk about this relative. But that little arrow was invented by a senior interior designer named James Moylan from the Ford Motor Company.
Crazy. Yeah, Ford invented a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they did. Benjamin's odometer. Benjamin Franklin created and used an odometer on his carriage while serving as postmaster. So kind of two facts there. So Benjamin Franklin was the first postmaster of the United States, but he used an odometer on his carriage while serving as postmaster, attaching it to the wheel to accurately measure postal routes. Though the concept had existed earlier, because he used it, like there were inventions early on.
He probably compensated himself for each mile.
Well, maybe he did, but he wanted to find faster, more efficient paths, a key part of his improvements to the colonial postal system.
Oh, that was pretty cool. So you can measure the distances
Exactly.
too.
That's your odometer. Thank you, Benjamin Frank. Again, it was actually invented like centuries before, but he actually it turned it into a commercial use, if you will.
Mm. Before on the car segment, we spoke about the fact that Volvo
Yes.
invented the 3-point seatbelt.
Yes.
And we spoke about on the show how they invented it. They could have patented it and been
Right.
the only car company to have it.
That's right.
But they thought it was so ingenious and would save lives that they gave it to every single car company, which I thought was amazing. But did you know that the 3-point seatbelt, as of 2026, saves a life every 3 seconds?
Wow.
That is amazing.
Look, we kid around on the show. We have a lot of fun. But that's an interesting fact. All the more reason it's really important to always wear your seatbelt. But it's all backwards to me. Rimac Navera. Do you know him or her? I think it's a male. Rimac Navera.
Oh yeah, I had him over the house the
Did
other
you?
day. Yes.
Well, did he tell you that did he tell you that he holds the Guinness World Record for the fastest speed in reverse for a street legal car?
Rimac Rivera is his name?
Navera, yep. He is the Guinness World Record holder of the fastest speed in reverse for a street legal car.
Wow.
He reached 275 kilometers an hour or 171 miles per hour.
Wow, that's first. How did he go that fast in reverse? What
Well,
kind
he
of
did.
transmission did he?
Well, it was November of 2023, so not too long ago. A feat made possible, here's your answer, made possible by 4 independent electric motors and single-speed gearboxes that allow it to
I knew it
accelerate.
had something to do with the gearing.
So it allowed it to accelerate as fast backwards as it does forward, unlike traditional gasoline cars limited by reverse gear.
See, Nick, I know a lot of things about cars.
You do. Well, you worked in the car industry for quite a few years.
I also know about science too, and that guy was going so fast that he eventually fell off the edge of the flat Earth.
Right. Oh, yes, 100%. He almost went as fast as the Earth at 1,000 miles an hour, as we found out.
Yeah, he's a quickie, that
he is.
Navera guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, so in 1941, Henry Ford made a car out of soybeans.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so think now you have to delve into this.
Yes.
You think maybe, but he made a aluminum tubular frame.
Yeah.
And attached panels that were made out of soybean product, almost like a polymer, like a plastic, but out of soybeans.
Yeah.
The panels weighed over 2,000 pounds, so they scrapped the project eventually, but out of soybeans.
Well, technically, wasn't it a gas-powered car?
Pretty much, yeah. The soybeans, yeah. You have enough soybeans, yeah. They pretty much, what they did is they lit a match and blew the car up.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Ford Fava bean model.
The Ford Fava.
The Ford Fava. There you go. So I don't know, how often do you visit drive-thrus?
Oh, you mean for food? Or?
Yes, for food. You do, right? I mean, most people do.
No, Nick.
You don't?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay. That's fine.
And I know that people listen to the show and they like to know things about us.
That's right.
I hate the drive-thru.
Why?
And my wife doesn't. So she'll say, just pick the food up and we'll bring it home. No, absolutely not. Number one, we don't frequent many fast food places that have drive-thrus. That's number one.
Good start. Okay.
She's a nut. Yeah,
Okay.
she's a food nut.
Okay.
But I hate drive-thrus. And I went through one a couple of weeks ago, and of course, I had to bring the food back. Terrible. Hate drive-thrus.
Well, the first drive-thru had nothing to do with food. The
What?
first drive-thru happened at City Central Bank in Kansas City in 1928. The purpose was to serve customers who didn't want to leave their cars, especially in response to downtown parking shortages. No
Right.
place to park. So therefore, they created the drive-thru. But
Remember, all banks used to have drive-thrus.
there are some banks up here in Toronto, Canada, which is where I am, that have some drive-thrus. They're quite convenient. But you have to line up the car in such a way where, you have to reach it. It has to be lined up correctly. Otherwise, you stretch your arm out and you drop the cash all over the place. It's embarrassing. But
That's why I hang out by drive-through.
that's right, exactly. So while banks pioneered
Say,
the
leave it for the sweeper.
That's right. So while banks pioneered the concept, Red's Giant Hamburg in 1947 on Route 66 and In-N-Out Burger in 1948 are credited as early restaurant drive-through innovators, while In-N-Out used a two-way speaker box that you do today. Thanks for joining us here on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Hey, guess what, Roy? We haven't done this in a
what,
while. We haven't done this in a while.
Willkommen, bienvenue, benvenuto, bonjour. Welcome to Customs and Traditions with Nick and Roy.
Yeah, that was Roy playing the squeeze box, by the way.
That song reminds me of Mr. Cash.
Yeah, the late great George Cash. Absolutely. He was on our show a couple of times, and yeah, a dear friend to me personally. Roy met him through the show, of course, but yeah, we lost him about a year and a half ago, and I truly do miss him. But yeah, thanks. This one's for you, George. Well, okay, that intro's for you, but not this fact. Mamma Mia in Italy, wearing red underwear on New Year's Eve is a popular tradition.
Red underwear.
That's right, on New Year's Eve. Now, Roy wears it other days of the year, but it doesn't work. It's believed to bring good luck, love, prosperity, and fertility for the coming year.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information.
Nick and Roy for Tom's Place, where February is all about hearts and family. Tom's father, William Mahalik, born February 20th, 1916, and in 1958, he opened the original store with a simple belief: take care of your customers, work hard, and offer the best deal.
Let me tell you, too, it's a real family business, and there's another generation coming up, and they take care of the customer like their family. These values are still the heart of Tom's Place, and Tom is celebrating that legacy all month with the Family Day Sale. This is an incredible deal on menswear. Guys, the Family Day Sale, premium suits that are normally $5.95 for the suit, which is a good price to begin with. We're not going to slash it in half. No, $229.
Wow. Dress shirts, only $60. Put together a complete casual outfit from Bugatti or Jack Victor for 50% off.
Wow, Bugatti shirts. I love Bugatti shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready, folks. Winter coats. We're going to take 50% off. They're starting at $275, and get ready. Gorgeous cashmere sweaters. Cashmere. They're 50% off of the regular price of Tom's Place.
It's all about family, and everyone is treated like part of the family at Tom's Place. Visit 190 Baldwin Street in Kensington Market and online at toms-place.com. That's toms-place.com.
Tom's Place will suit you.
We're back with totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Thanks for joining us on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy, and we really appreciate you contacting us on the iHeartRadio Talk Network, coast to coast in Canada, including CFRA in Ottawa, CFRB or News Talk 1010 in Toronto, CKLW in Windsor, CJD in Montreal, of course, and CFAX out in Victoria.
We spoke about burping.
Yes.
In China, right?
Yes.
Where if you are in a restaurant and you literally outright just go burp like that,
right?
It's a compliment to the chef.
That's
and
correct.
It's taken very well. Whereas, of course, it would be offensive in the U.S. I don't know about Canada. How about you guys?
No, it's just offensive. Absolutely offensive.
It's offensive. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
But in Japan, there is another way to compliment the chef, and that is to slurp.
Oh.
Your noodles, the sobu noodles.
Yes.
If you slurp them from the bowl using your sticks, like
yeah,
like that, if you do that, it is a compliment to the chef. Whereas, again, it would be offensive here in the U.S.
So slurping is a compliment. In Japan.
Slurping is a compliment. Yes.
And burping in China is both of those activities involve places north of the equator. Is there a compliment? Is there anywhere in the world where you express your appreciation using the other end?
I don't know. Are you asking me that, or you have a fact?
No,
like
I
that?
don't. No, I don't. Let's see. Let's find out. In some cultures,
Yes.
passing wind after a meal is considered a compliment. So
Oh,
not
no.
only from the
Come
attic,
on
also
now.
from, for instance, the Inuit people of Canada and certain tribes in the Amazon often express thanks and appreciation by passing wind after a meal, indicating they really enjoyed the food. Now,
Wow.
yeah. In some Middle Eastern countries, burping is
That's
seen
what you
as-
get for bringing your farter to
That's
dinner.
right. Now, in other cultures, passing wind is considered impolite. But yeah, so it's in some cultures it's okay. So whether it's
In
from
Canada. Canada.
whether it's from it melts the snow. Whether it's from the attic or the basement, it works. This is what I call the decorated cow. In Nepal,
That would be India.
cows are honored. Families have now. This is what happens as a tradition. Families who've lost a member in the past year lead a decorated cow, or if they don't have a cow available, they'll have a boy dressed up as a cow. And if he's from Italy, he'd wear red underwear, I guess. And they lead a procession through the streets. The festival features vibrant processions with music, dancing, humor, and satirical performances, which are meant to help families cope with their loss and observe that death is a universal reality.
Yeah,
the name
they
is
worship the cow, huh?
Jai Jatra, which translates Cow Festival. It's a day filled with cultural performances, social commentary, and remembrance.
Well, let's stay in India. In India, when you walk into your parents' house,
Yes.
if you don't do this,
Oh.
it is a total sign of disrespect.
And
So
that-
in America and in Canada, we walk into our parents' house. What do? We greet them by what? Hugging them, and so on. But in India, you have to touch their feet.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's a sign of disrespect. You must walk into your parents' house and touch their feet. And usually their feet are no socks, no nothing. You
Right,
touch
yeah,
their
bare feet, yeah.
naked, their bare feet, their
Yeah.
naked feet. Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Look out. A popular Czech Christmas tradition for single women is to throw a shoe over their shoulder. Say that without making it sound like your dentures are slipping. Throw a shoe over their shoulder on Christmas Eve to predict marriage. If the shoe lands with the toe pointing towards the door, they'll marry within the year. If the heel points out after they throw the shoe over their shoulder, they'll stay single. Now,
Well, the ugly ones might hit a guy in the eye with their heel,
that's
and
right.
then they'll look better.
They will. This playful ritual involves standing with your back to the door and tossing the shoe, adding fun anticipation to the holiday. You know what I call that? They're looking for their soulmates.
Yeah. I get it. Soul.
Thank you very
shoe,
much.
The soul of the shoe.
Exactly.
I got that, Nick.
Yes.
I got that.
Thank you.
Did everybody else? Good. Let's move on. In Russia,
Yeah.
giving someone an even number of flowers is bad luck.
Oh. Even
So
though-
they don't do a dozen roses. They would give the cheap, what's that they are. They probably give one. It's an
Right.
odd number.
That's odd.
They can't give even numbers.
Wow.
Isn't that odd?
It
This is like a
is.
whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Who's on first?
Right. It's odd. Oh, this is odd. You gave me one rose. Wake up is this next fact. In Finland, people celebrate National Sleepyhead Day on July 27th. What they do is they playfully wake the last person to get out of bed, often by splashing water on them or dramatically throwing them into a lake or the sea.
Oh yeah, that's always great.
Yeah.
And usually you don't wake up before you get carted out of bed and thrown into the sea.
This,
Where is this, Nick?
This
Where
is
this?
in Finland. in
They're
Finland.
morons
Yeah,
in Finland.
no.
Do we have any listeners in Finland?
We used to. This stems from a tradition honoring the 7 sleepers of Ephesus legend.
Yeah. I wish you would finish this.
Yes, they finished them off by throwing them into the lake.
Who? You have to wake somebody up to throw them into a lake.
Yeah. Or splash
Well,
cold
what do
water.
they do?
Well, they splash water on them.
Yeah. Oh, they splash water on them.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it has to be cold water.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be cold.
Exactly.
These rules. In South Korea,
Yes.
okay, this was my teaser, by the way.
Oh, here you go. Finally, we got to
In
it.
South Korea, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
In South Korea, I saved the best for last.
Of course.
If you write someone's name in red ink,
Yeah.
it's considered exceptionally disrespectful and is a symbol that that person will die soon.
Ooh, ouch.
It's like a death wish to write somebody's name in red ink.
Goodness gracious. Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So
That's a big deal in South Korea.
So the color
Yeah.
red is pretty much, it's predominantly a theme almost, right?
Except for in Italy, where they're all having sex because of it.
No, well, so there's red underwear. You're talking about red ink. What
Right.
else was
Red
there?
ink,
Something
red
else?
underwear. Have you read about that, Nick?
I did.
Back
We
to who's on first.
We suggest you go to our website, nickandroy.com, and go to the Nick and Roy story, as we mentioned. By the way, it's an inexpensive gift, right? Because some of these other, what do they call it, cameos, where they have celebrities do these sort of,
They're horrible, Nick.
Yeah.
The cameos are horrible. They have like, and I don't even believe it's them. I think it's some fake AI
Could be.
voice.
No,
that
but
they-
this is
they have
not.
do
And
it.
truthfully, one of our birthday recipients, I think last year, and he said, I loved it very much. Do you guys use AI in preparing? I said, no, absolutely not. And it's Roy and I doing it. It's not fake at all. I said, we don't have any intelligence on our show, artificial or otherwise. And thanks for listening. And if you go to our website, you can send us an email.
What's in the mailbag? What's in the mail?
So I was going through the mailbag,
Yes.
and it said Morty, Palm Beach, Florida. Morty said, I think school children should be forced to listen to this show.
Oh, okay.
I have listened to some 100 episodes of your show.
Of 300 plus.
He said, and I believe it should be programming for children in school so that they can learn the stuff that you're talking about.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It would really teach them much needed information that would help them along in life. Thank you so much to you and Nick. I wrote to Roy and Nick, but
Sure.
to Roy and Nick for giving us this useless information.
That's why we say
So
listen.
Morty, thank you. Yes,
Thank you, Morty. And you know what? Sorry, I stepped on you there. Did you feel that? I stepped on your shoes. You're okay?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Okay, no
thank
problem.
you.
Morty, thank you very much for that. And that's why we say listen, laugh, and learn on our show.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Jeanette from Mississauga writes, Dear Nick and Roy, did you know there's a small arrow or a similar type of indicator on your gas gauge to identify which side of the car the fuel door is located? Now, we talked about this in the car section, and I got that from Jeanette because she wrote that in the email. And of course, we talked about it on the show earlier. But anyway, adding this indicator was first suggested by a senior interior designer by the name of James Moylan. His family referred to it as the Moylan arrow. Sadly, Jim passed away on December 11th of 2025 after a brief illness, but the number of articles online about Jim and recognition for his invention since the news of his death has been extraordinary. This genius, whose simple invention saved us from the shame at the gas station. So Jeanette writes, Jim was my cousin. So my interest in this story is very personal. Just for the record, Jim was born in Detroit, but both his parents were Canadian, so he had a strong connection to his many Canadian relatives. First of all, Jeanette, condolences to you and your family because your cousin passed away, and was your cousin who helped us, save us from embarrassing times at the gas pump.
You know what? I don't know about you, but my wife's car is on the different side than mine. Mine is on the driver's side, while hers is on the passenger side because she has a German car.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so, but it helps. That arrow helps me a lot because otherwise I get so used to driving my car that when I take her car for gas, it's like I'm on the wrong side.
Well, further to the story, so this is how we came up with the idea. So he worked for the Ford Motor Company, James Moylan did, and he borrowed one of the pool cars, and the gas tank was empty, so he went to go fill it up, and he pulled up to the gas pump. It was pouring rain. And he realized he had parked it on the wrong side of the gas pumps. So he had to get out of the car. When he got out of the car, he was, oh man, it's the wrong side. Go back in. And so he said, I'm going to fix this.
I'm going to make a quote now, Nick, which is my quote. I invented it. Necessity is the mother of invention.
That's right. It is. On the show today, we talked about science. We talked about cars. And we talked about customs and traditions. It's time for the news.
And now, from around the corner and around the world, this is TUI News.
Thanks for joining us here on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. I'm Nick. I live in Toronto, Canada. Roy lives in Florida. A Florida man.
I mean, this is Florida.
Yeah, a Florida man.
I knew it was coming.
This is how, listen, the computer picks these stories randomly. I have nothing to do with it.
Nick picks only Florida.
Exactly. A Florida man landed behind bars after Polk County deputies say he had something hidden while he was trespassing at a construction site. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd said Matthew Zaccarino, isn't zucchero the Italian word for sugar?
By the way, you've spoke about this sheriff before.
Yeah.
Polk County.
Yeah.
Remember, we had other stories.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I think someone, the story was where someone had smuggled in a thermos.
Yeah, they smuggled in a thermos.
Yeah,
he was
right.
on TV. This guy's all over the place.
Exactly. So anyway, there's something else happened. So Matthew Zaccarino, which is like sugar in Italian. So Matthew, what do we call him? Sweet Matthew. We'll call him Sweet Matthew.
Matthew Sweets.
Claimed that he was going to a costume party. Matthew Sweets. There you go. He claimed he was going to a costume party when the deputies asked where the party was, and then he stopped talking. He was charged with...
Apparently the party was in his pants.
Well, just about, because he was charged with armed trespassing with a firearm, loitering or prowling, and resisting an officer without violence. Here's the backstory. Zaccarino, or Matthew Sweets, 39, of Alamonte Springs. Ultramonte.
We'll call him Matthew Sweets.
Right. He was sitting in a vehicle by himself on a construction site. When deputies approached him, they said he was wearing a red lace bra and prosthetic silicone breasts. Then we noticed he was wearing a G-string showing off the boys. You know what I mean? Then they went on to explain, the deputies did, that it's hard to know how dangerous these situations are because under the prosthesis, they found the gun. He hid it.
Oh, he had
Matthew Sweets hid the gun in his prosthetic breasts. Okay.
Right. So he could probably shoot you through the nipple.
Right. Exactly.
He used that to aim.
What was the gauge? It was double D. Anyway, so they wanted to explain.
So he put the pistol inside the prosthetic.
That's correct.
What did he have? One pistol or did he have two? Because that would make one of the prosthetics maybe lopsided. He was better off balancing things out.
With both, yes.
So was the bra a 38? Double D? 38?
38, it was a 38 Magnum. 38 Magnum size. That's what it was.
You can tell Nick doesn't shoot a gun.
No,
he lives in Canada. They're not allowed to have guns. They shoot themselves.
Listen, I just shoot off my mouth. That's as close as we're going to get. Now, no, we have gun owners up here in Canada. Absolutely, we have gun laws. Absolutely.
Yeah, yes.
Now, can you imagine? He's mad.
You know how Nick always says a man in Florida?
Yes.
He never says a man in Canada because there aren't any left.
Right. because the guns between their prosthetics went off. Can you imagine? So the deputy was saying that he was actually, Matthew Sweets, as we'll call him, was mad at them for trying to find out why he was wearing a lace bra with guns. Maybe he...
Well, nowadays, Nick, it's tough to ask people these questions. I mean, the man was fully clothed. He had on undergarments.
Yeah, but he had a G-string, and they were saying, as we said earlier, he was showing off the boys.
Nick, I wear regular men's underwear, and I have a problem because of being gifted.
Right. Well, it is your birthday after all.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yeah, here's your gift. Anyway,
this guy's sitting in a car in a bra.
A red
with
lace.
prosthetic breasts.
Hang on. A red lace.
Red
bra.
lace.
Right. And
red's a common theme.
It is. I'm telling you, red is the common theme in the show.
Oh yeah.
And
because we're well read. We're well read.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you have looked at pictures of this guy. In fact, I understand you've blown them up and placed them in your closet with some candles.
Check your mailbox. Happy birthday. So anyway, Matthew Sweets was charged.
Mr. Sweets.
Yes, Mr. Sweets was. So can you imagine? The deputy says he's wearing lace bras with guns and G-strings or G-somethings. It was ugly. It was really ugly. He was charged. Zaccarino was charged. Sorry, Matthew Sweets was charged with trespassing with a firearm, loitering or prowling and residing.
And when they brought him in,
Yes.
the Polk County Sheriff says, check him for a thermos as well. That's what we do down here in Florida.
Yeah, absolutely.
We check everybody for a thermos.
That's all the time we have for this episode of Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. We will scour the internet far and wide to find more totally useless information just for you.
And until then, because we're in 95 countries, 97 countries around the world now, we don't even keep track anymore. We don't even know that's how many countries. And that's because of you, because you tell people to listen to this show. And we do appreciate it. And we love bringing this content to you. And thanks to all the people that mailbag in saying that, because we don't get to everybody.
Yeah, you're assuming that that's the reason why we can't keep track is because we can't count higher than 45. I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy.
Thanks for listening.
Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is recorded and produced in Canada. For more totally useless information, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy has been brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion. Located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com.